And we're live. Welcome to Hot Air. Today, a bit earlier than normal, but I can guarantee next week we'll be back at our normal time at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to our guest, Alex. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Our actual graphic designer,
yes,
who has designed our logo for us very graciously, back from episode 1. And so are you excited for the show today?
Very much so.
Yeah, so today, at the end of the episode, we're going to be discussing one of your favorite shows, which is...
it's The Dark Crystal.
The Dark Crystal.
Oh,
done for you having seen
an
episode. You've seen an episode, right?
Barely saw an episode.
I don't think you even finished it.
Yeah, I actually didn't.
You didn't finish. Okay,
No,
we'll save it for
I'm going to say this to the end.
We'll save it. So if you want to hear the normal episode, we'll be doing the normal episode for 45 minutes, and at the end we'll discuss the show. So don't stop now. You can watch the full thing, and then we'll tell you when there's a spoiler alert. Now, firstly, what I wanted to discuss with everyone is, I'll send it to the Twitch chat now, but also it'll be in the show notes, is there's a flag referendum. And I really like talking about flags.
A little too much.
Not a little
For his
too
own
much.
good.
No. I think it's perfectly healthy.
It's a flag nerd thing.
It's like, so it's in the Isle of Skye in Scotland, there's a flag referendum. And I wanted to discuss the possible choices. And also, as our guest, and also as a very artistic visual person, I was hoping you could describe the flags for us, for the audience, because we are in an audio medium. I don't know how well it's going to turn out, discussing a visual thing in an audio format. We'll see. So, could you please describe the first flag?
The first flag, it has like a light blue background and then a cross going through that's in yellow with a white ring around it.
Yes.
And a little Viking boat also in yellow.
Yes, it's like it's a Nordic cross style thing with a light blue background and a little Viking boat. What are the thoughts? As a graphic designer, what do you think of this flag? Do you think it's a nice flag?
I like it. I think the little boat's cute and all of that, but I would like to know more of like the symbolicism behind it.
Okay.
Like,
what about
why?
circles and flags? That's not a very common thing. Yeah, what do you think? It's kind of unorthodox, no?
That's true, but I mean, maybe that's more what you need.
Oh,
if
really?
you're going for a new flag in this modern day, why not make it something rebellious?
Oh, like a circle.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
What about done for you?
If I can jump in here, if you scroll down,
Yeah, scroll down. Okay.
and you have a look at the next sort of flags, I don't know what that symbol is. It's
It's
like
a wing.
Okay, so the next flag,
That's a wing.
before just jumping ahead, because, the next flag, if you want to describe it
It's
again.
a light blue background, and then it has a white wing on it, and then two like wavy kind of patterns. One's in white, and then one's in dark blue.
like the sea.
So
or
I think it's
something.
Yeah,
like
it looks a bit
like
like the sea.
the sky and then the ocean.
Now,
yeah, something
with a
like
little
that.
wing in the sky.
Yeah.
Is
If
what
we-
it looks
If
like.
we compare those two flags,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that I personally believe that the first flag with the little toy boat, as Alex put it,
Viking boat.
Viking
boat,
longboat. Okay.
Oh,
let's
sorry.
get the
Long-
terminology right
technical.
here.
the Viking longboat.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of gives more of a personal touch.
Oh, really?
Because this looks like you see something off.
No, it's the Isle of Skye. It's
But
a
I
wing.
do-
I think that's symbolical. That's nice. There's a kind of a theme there.
And I also do have to wonder how Nordic is Scotland really? Like how
Yeah, well, no, the Vikings
Viking-y-
did land there. There's some Viking
They
history there.
landed there.
There
but
was
they
like
didn't
some Viking
originate
settlement
from
there. Yeah, okay.
Sweden's not going to be happy.
They'll be very upset.
And also, the circle is actually quite common in Nordic theme. So
Circles aren't common. Not in the Nordic flags, man.
in naval history.
Oh, how do you know about naval Nordic history?
I know a
How
lot.
do you know what the hell?
So I used to actually want to be as a pilot. I wanted to be a ship captain. I don't know why.
Okay,
I spent a lot of
okay,
time
kinda
on boats.
random
Yeah,
thing.
I know.
It
So
was a phase.
It was a phase.
a ship
so if you
captain
look at
phase.
the British Royal Navy and the Australian Navy, a lot of their epaulets, which are the
Epaulets?
things on their shoulders, the little.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I believe you.
You
Yeah,
know, like the
epaulets.
things that they
Yeah.
had with the tassels under.
Oh, with the tassels. I'm not a
like
big
you
fan
see
of
that
tassels.
on classic Disney princesses
Okay.
all the time.
They tend to have circles on them.
Okay. So
I-
it's kind of
I-
it does
I
link
don't think
to
it's called epaulets though.
Yeah, they're epaulets. What?
epilepsy.
I know.
I've never heard of that word. It sounds
I'm
made
pretty
up.
sure
but,
epilepsy is something different.
No,
but
epilepsy is like
No,
a
epilepsy.
disorder.
no, I know,
Yeah.
but I think that's what he's thinking of. But I.
Okay, well, moving on.
Now I've just got navy elephants.
Wait, what about this one? What about the third one? It has. Do you want to describe it again?
Yeah, so this one is a dark blue background, and then in the center there's a white kind of column with the wing, but this time the wing's in the light blue color.
And it's just 3 bars. So it's a dark blue bar, a
Yes.
white bar, and a dark blue bar with the wing in the middle.
So
Yeah.
it was navy epaulets.
Oh,
There you
navy
go.
epilepsy.
So tends to have a circle for the north. Like, yeah. Okay.
You know,
sorry.
the issue that I have with all of these flags is I think one of the criteria for flag design, personally, is that it can be easy to draw. For like kids, they can just do the little lines or whatever.
You say this, but you happen to be a very big sort of promoter of the American flag, which happens to be one of the
Like
hardest flags to
I don't
draw.
think so. It's like a little blue corner with 13 bars.
13, and then you have to remember how many freaking stars
It's
there are.
50 stars. You don't need to,
annoying.
So you can just do little dots for star. I don't think it's too difficult.
I want to see you draw 50 perfectly symmetrical stars.
No, you can't do that. But it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm talking if you're like a toddler, you need to be able to just draw the flag. For example, a really good flag, the Dutch flag. Super easy, 3 bars.
No, you know
done.
what? The best flag? Japanese flag.
Yes, it's just
One red dot. There we go.
Yeah, it's like modern art.
How much better can it be?
So I think that this wing is too detailed for little toddlers to draw. How are they going to draw
then
that?
how are they going to do the Viking ship?
I know, that's my same point. I don't think it's a very good thing. Then we go to the next one.
Oh, I like that
Oh,
one.
you like this one?
Yeah,
Can you
so-
want to describe it?
Oh, God, how do you describe it? So, again, it's like a cross, but this time...
Like a Nordic cross.
It's
yeah,
like-
the Nordic cross consists of a blue line, then a white line, then another blue line, and they cross over, and it's kind of gingham checkered pattern.
I guess, yeah. So it's like a white background with a blue Nordic cross, but the Nordic cross, it's only the outline is like light turquoisey blue.
Yeah,
it's
it
very
kind of
strange.
looks like what you'd see on a picnic blanket.
Yeah, I think it's very modern and contemporary.
But I really like it.
You
'cause
really like
it?
it?
Kind of emulates the Scottish flag itself a bit.
Oh, really? How's it? In
Isn't
what
this
way?
The same kind of colors, the idea of a cross. I mean, the cross is a different
the same
direction, isn't it?
concept,
But
yeah.
it's similar, which
Okay.
I like.
I'm not a big fan. I don't think it's very
No,
nice. No,
I like this one.
I think it's too modern and artsy and like modern art style kind of thing.
Well, yeah, but they're going for a modern flag.
Yeah, but do you really want a flag that's just modern for the sake of being modern, or a timeless flag?
Have you seen some of the African nation flags?
They're crazy. They're
They have
crazy.
like swords through
Oh,
people's heads.
Yeah.
It's-
Seriously?
Is that what you? Yeah. Is that what you want in a flag? You know, one of them has purple on a flag.
I love that.
It's like I don't
think
it
purple
looks
should be more of a flag color. It's such a regal color.
Yeah, but it's I
There
don't
you go.
know.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
What is it?
So if you can describe,
That's a
Well,
yeah.
it's
These
just
are all
a
these.
red
Look
flag
at
with
that
someone
flag.
being
That's a
beheaded in
terrible
white.
flag. Wait,
This one?
I think it's the Democratic People's Republic of Congo or something along those lines. You're gonna want to Google it, or people are gonna get upset with us.
I know. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, Guam's flag
That's
is
kind of cute.
I don't like it at all. I don't like Guam's
think
flag.
that-
Guam's flag
that's
has a
something you
little
pick-
like palm tree and a boat and a beach on it.
Yeah, but it has the word Guam on it, and I'm like, if your flag needs to have words on it, it's failed.
Okay, no, hold up.
I think it's
Would you
failed.
have ever known Guam existed if it didn't?
I
have
knew
the
Guam
word on it?
existed. I knew
Because
it's a territorial island.
But that's
It's
only
an
'cause of
American
Kaya.
territorial island. Huh? No, it's because of their strategic importance in the area. It's an American military base kind of place.
Nobody knows who Guam is really.
No, who is Guam?
Where is Guam?
Where is Guam?
I know where Guam is. It's
Okay. Yeah, but do you really need a flag with the letters with what it says Guam? I don't know. I don't
I think
it's
it's
that
something-
necessary.
it's
If
something
if you have an iconic flag, you don't need words on it.
As a international traveler yourself now, you must have,
International traveler.
you've crossed international borders.
Yes, I have.
You must have
It's a
seen.
big achievement.
You must have
Sitting in an
seen.
airplane. Ooh. Sorry.
You must have seen when you go to an airport the tourist shops.
Yes.
It looks like something you'd buy at a tourist center, doesn't it?
What?
Like, like you go in.
I wouldn't buy that flag. It's an
No,
ugly
but
flag.
It looks like something
I
you'd
don't-
buy. It
you
looks
know.
like something you'd buy like on a towel or something.
Oh, okay. But do you want your flag to be something you want on a towel? I don't know. I don't know.
It's kind of cool.
I think that's cute.
I think it's kind of cute. Yeah.
Okay, but can you look for that flag that I said was really gross? Because otherwise people are going to get... Oh, see, that's the purple one.
Oh, but
It's
I
the
love
Dominican
that.
flag.
It's got a
No, it's the
little
Bermuda
parrot with
flag.
purple
It's
on
the
it.
Bermuda flag.
The Bermuda is so cool. It can allow that.
It can allow it.
It can allow that. It's already got a weird triangle in it. Why
that
not
is
have
a
purple?
Mozambique's flag. That is a good flag.
I
know
don't
why?
like that flag.
It looks like Australia's
It
flag.
does look like Australia's
It's a
flag.
very nice
But
flag.
we said we weren't going to talk about...
what's going on in the like little lion thing.
That's a
Yeah.
ship sinking.
How is a kid going to draw that? How is a kid supposed to draw
A kid
that?
isn't supposed to draw it. A kid is
that's
meant
a
to show
cute one.
respect.
Show respect. No, but you need to be... Look at this is kind of modern-y one. Which
What's
country is
this?
this? Dominica. That's a funky flag. Oh, the Canadian flag.
Oh, the
Better than
Canadian
the US
flag's
flag.
The
better.
Canadian
I love
flag
the
is
Canadian flag.
kick-ass. I
Better
think
than
it's
the US
fantastic.
flag.
Oh, the Welsh flag. Go
uh,
down. The Welsh flag.
That's a cool flag.
That's a cool
Best
flag,
flag.
but
Although
it's
it's a weird-looking
It's a
dragon.
weird dragon. There's
It
cool.
has a weird
Have you ever
nose.
seen the flag of Bhutan?
No.
Oh, Google it. There it is.
Oh.
The flag of Bhutan.
Ooh, Chinese
That's,
dragon.
Love it. This flag, it's a Chinese style dragon
Oh, that
on
looks
a
like such a
different
cool
background.
tattoo.
Oh, it might be. Yeah, I'm not personally not big on tattoos, but still quite cool.
I have a tattoo.
Oh,
You guys are so mean.
Let's not
I think
let's not
tattoos are
rehash
great.
that argument.
Express yourself the way you
Okay,
want to.
back to the Isle of Skye before we dove everyone out with all the flag talk.
There we
These are
go.
the last two options,
They're
and they're mountains.
yeah.
basically.
I was just gonna say they look like mountains. One
So-
of them is 3 points,
Three
dark
mo-
blue, white outline, and then light blue, kind of for
Yeah.
sky. And then the other one's 2 mountains, one in the foreground which is black, and then one in the background which is red.
Yeah, and it's all abstract. It's just triangles. Yeah.
They look like ski resort.
Yeah, exactly.
Logos.
Oh, okay.
I don't like those.
You don't like
all.
these either, but these are more simple, and like a kid could draw this potentially.
What is
could
your
draw-
obsession with
yeah.
kids drawing
Because I
flags,
think it's
man?
like it shows the iconic nature of the flag, and if it's a good flag, kids should be able to just go voo, 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 and then done.
I don't think I ever drew one flag as a kid.
Really, never?
Never.
I think I did.
Well, we had King's Day, of course we did.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
We kind of had to.
Sorry. No. Okay, but out of all of these flags, which one is your favorite?
The like artsy cross one.
The artsy cross
So,
one.
Wait, go down.
This
yeah,
one,
that
the artsy
fourth
modern
one.
Nordic
the
cross?
fourth one down.
Okay, Dunphy.
The top one.
The top one. So
Yeah.
that's the Nordic
You're sticking
yellow
with the
cross
rebellious circle.
Yes,
with
I
the
am.
circle and the boat.
The epaulette themed circle, yes sir.
I don't know. I don't like much. I don't really quite like any of them, but I'm quite partial to one with the wings. No, I'm really like torn.
Uh-oh.
I know it's difficult. I like the Nordic Cross one with the yellow, and I also quite like the 2 blue bars, white bar in the middle with the wing. I think is quite nice because it's like iconic, and that fits within kind of European flag design.
Well, I'll be interested to see which one they actually end up choosing.
We'll let you know next week if we remember.
Ba-da-boom.
Coronavirus.
Yes.
Oh wow.
You went
Were you
right
not
into
expecting
it.
that?
Abrupt start to that. It's like
I was trying to. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm trying to make it seem natural, as if I've edited it, but I haven't edited it. So I'm trying to make it, you're
you're trying to
that
make it
was
flow
natural?
yeah.
real.
What? Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
That's how you start a conversation.
There
You know
we
what
go.
I really hate?
Coronavirus. I do
Yeah.
like screw coronavirus,
Oh, I
man.
thought he meant conversation starters.
Oh.
Like, what?
But that's a good conversation starter. Just as a top, you just walk up to someone.
Coronavirus.
Not even. Hey there. Just say, coronavirus.
I feel like Noah would be great at a dinner party. He just sits down at the table, slaps table, coronavirus.
Yes.
The whole table.
Oh. It's like, wow, that takes some balls to just sit there at the table and just say that.
Did he just
Yeah.
mention the C word?
Oh my God, coronavirus. Way to start a conversation, though. See, that's, people start talking. It's like, oh, either they start talking about how you started the conversation, or they start talking about the actual topic.
So, let's move into the actual topic.
Yes.
Woo.
Coronavirus.
Thoughts?
I think people are panicking far too much.
Really? Even hearing that now, because we're in Amsterdam, even hearing that there's a case now in Amsterdam.
Yes, because it's just another strand of the flu. The only reason the flu doesn't affect us as badly as it does is because we have a vaccine for it. Mm-hmm. People, I mean, obviously...
Yeah, that's what they all say. That's what the freaking conspiracy people want you to think, yeah?
Obviously, if you're elderly or you do have some kind of illness that affects your pulmonary system...
Ooh, biology student.
I am. But then, of course, it's going to be harder for you to recover or deal with the virus. But if you have a healthy immune system, you will be able to sort of sick it out for 2 weeks in an isolated area. And I think people are panicking too much. The only reason it's as contagious as it is because you don't see symptoms for the first 2 weeks of incubation for the
Yeah,
virus.
isn't it scary, though?
Well, I mean, it's the same
In-
as the SARS virus.
if you
except
wanna-
the
if-
SARS, you saw the symptoms.
Do you remember your media class? Do you want to tell people about what happened in your media class and whether you panicked a bit?
I didn't panic, no?
I think no one panicked. I think it was an exaggeration.
Okay.
No, but I think some people were quite cruel about laughing or making jokes or
Okay.
spreading rumors. And this one person who was coughing because she had been to Italy, I think people were quite mean about that because, I mean, you don't want rumors spread like that.
Yeah, of course. That's
She
not
may just
pleasant.
be
That's not
sick.
pleasant
Everyone
at all.
comes back sick from vacations.
Yeah, I was sick. I had to take a sick day when I came back from skiing.
And
We
we're
were-
sitting
we were
under 10
concerned.
I know you're sitting under the same thing. I know.
Great.
And even scarier, the place, because we flew out from Innsbruck. And when we left a couple days later, Dunphy sent me an article that there was a case of corona in Innsbruck. And it
Exactly.
really freaked me out. Personally, it's irrational, But the moment I heard,
just panicking for no apparent reason.
But sometimes it's like irrational fears. It's like my fear of spiders. It's I hate spiders, even the tiny ones. I know. I was like, that thing can't hurt me, but it's still terrifying. Don't do that. No.
Is that a freckle?
Pierre, don't do that.
But hang on,
No, I need you to stop. I really need you to stop, and don't fuck with me.
We do this every 3 episodes.
I know,
so it's
but
great.
like people have done that and said there's no. People do that joke. It's like, oh no, there's something crawling there, and it's actually been there, and then I don't believe them. It's like the boy who cried wolf. I was at camp, and there was a whole spider just sitting there. See, not great.
I can just picture you like ripping off your shirt.
I did. I freaked out. I was like not having it at all. But so to this Corona thing, what do you think then about in America the stock price? I don't know if you follow financial news, but the stock price tanked, lost the lowest number of points, meaning stocks went down, right, since the financial crisis because of coronavirus fears. What do you think about that? Do you think it's just total bullshit?
No, I think so many people rely on factories in China and all of that. I mean, of course, China's stopped all of their working.
Yeah, but do you think
production,
if it's not a big deal, then why would you stop all the production and all the working?
Well, because they need to quarantine and get a handle on things.
Yeah, but if it's
They
if
can't
it's just
contain
the
spread
flu,
of yes, I know, but you can't contain the spread of the flu if everybody's still spreading it.
Yeah, but if it's all just sniffles, then people just like get over it and it's
sniffles.
fine.
The flu is only sniffles because we have a vaccine for it.
Okay, so it is a big deal.
No.
In that you need to shut down factories, but not enough to worry about or anything.
No, it's a big deal, but I think people are making too big of a deal about it, if that makes sense.
So
people are panicking, which is what I don't think
If you were
they
going
should
to
be doing.
Wuhan, would you wear a face mask?
Medical face mask, but again, they don't do much.
They don't do much.
You have to get a medical grade face mask for it to do anything. Regardless, if it touches you, it can go into your orifices, through your eyes, through your ears. It's an airborne disease.
Yeah.
So these face masks don't do anything.
They don't do
Plus,
anything. That's not very comforting.
They only last 4 hours, then you have to have a new one.
Seriously?
And right now, the pricing of them has tanked or
What?
shot up so much that one of these medical grade face masks will cost you 56 or so euros.
Seriously, one for every 4 hours.
And the problem being, these are usually used for surgical situations because they're medical grade. But so many people are buying them, and the factories in China are no longer making them, we're slowly running out of them.
Imagine that, surgery without a freaking surgeon without a face mask.
So suddenly their surgeons are no longer able to use the masks they're supposed to be using, and they really don't have very many means of buying them now.
Oh, that's a real shit show. That's not great. This is not a good,
No, it's not.
So it is, in that kind of aspect, a big deal.
Well, yeah, it's affecting, but it's because of the panic.
If you were traveling to Italy, would you cancel your trips?
Yes.
You would. You wouldn't go.
Well, I wouldn't travel to a place I know is currently having lots of issues with it. Of course, I wouldn't go to China.
You wouldn't go to China. What do you think about the conspiracy theory about the level 4 biolab in Wuhan?
Whoa, you're pulling out conspiracies here, no?
No, I'm just wondering. This is an interesting story. It's been debunked. It's been totally debunked.
Explain
but
this
I think it's
conspiracy
fascinating.
theory.
Yeah, I've not heard of this one.
So, the conspiracy theory is that there are biolabs in the world, and they're classified as level 4 biolabs, and they're the highest levels of security.
Yes.
And they experiment on all this like viruses and all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Like in America, they have like smallpox and all these like
we have
plague.
a level 2 one here in Leiden.
Oh, like yeah. So we
visited.
level 4 one
Yes.
there was a level 4 one in Wuhan.
Yes.
And people are saying, conspiracy theorists, not me one of them, I think it's bullshit, that the coronavirus is actually from the level 4 biolab in Wuhan, and that it's so contagious and so shitty, and the Chinese are so some people say overreacting to it because they know it's from a leak in the level 4 biolab.
Well,
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's...
And knowing the shady shit behind the Chinese government,
yeah.
What if it's true?
Military government, you
Yeah,
really
it's authoritarian
know.
dictatorship.
But
None
I'm
of this. Yeah.
pretty sure it is from the exotic animal trade and like bats and things.
Yeah,
it?
but
As far as I've
would
heard.
you put it past China to like fuck up like that and not ever admit it?
I wouldn't put it past any country.
Oh, really?
Yes, America included.
Oh,
Mr. America.
oh my God.
Every country's done something that's
We've all
below
had
board.
our
Yeah.
little secrets in our countries that we don't want to talk about.
Okay.
We've all had a... But no, I want to ask you a serious question.
Mm-hmm.
How many people have died from the coronavirus so far? Do you know that
It's
statistic?
like 2,000.
2,000? No, more.
Are you kidding me?
Is it like
Yeah.
2,000?
Way
No,
more.
way
No,
more.
because like 80,000 people have been infected
Do you
worldwide.
know how big the population of China is?
Yes, no, but how many people have died, he asked. And how
Yes.
many people have been infected? 80,000 people have been infected.
I'd say quite a bigger number. Of
I'm
deaths.
I'm
Let me... You guys keep debating. I'm going to...
Google it. But I don't. This is why I think it's also kind of not a big deal because such a small fraction of the population.
I
Has
know
actually
it's
been
8% of people infected have died. I think that's the stat I know.
Okay.
But I feel like it's more than 2,000 at least.
Okay.
No, almost 3,000.
3,000 people have died.
2,933 as of...
But think about that. Now,
Yeah.
8% of people infected have passed away. And why are we causing such a huge panic?
I know, yeah.
More people die of the common flu than they do of this
And that's the question.
annually.
Do you know how many people die of the common flu each year?
No.
56,000.
Exactly.
56,000.
But that's what I mean.
But it's all just elderly people.
No, I know, but that's
And,
still what I mean. It's still just a strand of the flu that we just have to figure out a vaccine for.
Yeah, exactly. Who do you think is going to be the first to come out with the vaccine?
Australia.
Probably China because they're panicking so much.
Oh, yeah? Not like a private company or something?
No.
I don't know, but China also, because of their military government, they're able to dedicate so many resources to that research.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Would you say that the Chinese would like keep the vaccine for themselves and like sell it to the rest of the world at huge prices or something, extort the rest of the world for the vaccine?
No.
Or do you think they'd be chill about it and just like mass produce it cheap?
I would hope the second,
Yeah.
also because they are part of the UN, aren't they? And
Yeah.
you know, this is turning into a bit of a global crisis
That's
now.
true.
So I should
But would
hope
you get
we all work
vaccinated?
together.
If the vaccine was out, would you get vaccinated?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
of course.
I'm not an
I
anti-vaccine
think the
person.
Dutch would make you. I think
Well, yeah, I mean,
They
we
don't.
already
They wouldn't
had-
make you, but they'd give you vaccines for free, like what they had with meningitis.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
but
already
they're
had that
highly
giant
recommended. Yeah.
meningitis drive. So.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the British School of Amsterdam would recommend it as well.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
What?
Nothing. It's just okay. It doesn't matter. We got a question from Twitch for you specifically because I can't answer this question.
Okay.
Question: what are the taglines for Airplane from 1980? It's its 40th anniversary today. Do you know that movie?
What movie?
Airplane.
Snakes on a Plane?
No, Airplane.
No.
You don't know it?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry, chat person, but I don't know. We'd neither. Have you seen this movie?
Airplane.
I know Cars.
Car-
I know there's
No,
a
it's-
version of Cars with airplanes.
No, that's not it. It's like I've seen like little bits of it, but it's like a cult classic film, like The Big Lebowski.
Oh my
You've seen it?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
Well, I'm sorry to let you down.
I'm so sorry, man.
Next
Yeah.
episode.
Who is it?
Next episode. I have no idea who this is.
Well,
So I'm sorry, Fox Pixar Media.
send a chat to to our direct message at our Radio Hot Air Instagram.
Oh,
and then
quick,
we can
plug the
have a-
Instagram
yeah.
real quick, you wanna?
Well, Radio Hot Air,
At Radio Hot Air. Follow us.
and then you can send us a direct message, and we'll answer any questions there. Because sorry, I
Or Dunphy will answer the questions. I don't have it on. I don't have our Instagram on my phone. Now is I want to talk about a bit of ABBA and our experiences with ABBA.
Oh, hold up. This kid loves ABBA, but he has not seen Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Shame on you. A
I know.
movie literally written around the songs, a masterpiece, and you've not seen it.
I know.
Hang on.
Oh, am I? Is this in defense of me?
Yeah,
Is it?
Uh-oh.
I
Okay.
have never seen Mamma Mia either,
Nice high five.
Shame on you.
but I am still an ABBA believer.
Yeah.
I love ABBA, and I've
Gotta
got
love
fever.
ABBA.
And I don't think we need to watch
Wait,
Mamma
quickly.
Mia to appreciate it.
Favorite ABBA songs.
Slipping through my fingers.
Okay, Dunphy.
You first, Noah.
No, I don't want to go first.
Uh-oh.
I don't. I feel pressured.
You first.
All right, fine. My favorite ABBA song is probably either "Money, Money, Money" or "Gimme, Gimme, Gimme." All of the three words.
basics, the basics.
Total basics.
They're
But they're
basic.
basics for a reason because they're good songs.
Yes, but you should watch the movie because you'd see these great songs in such fun atmospheres.
Okay. In the movie,
It's
though,
such a summer
is it the
movie.
cast that sings the songs, or do they lip sync it over the ABBA tracks?
No, it's the cast.
Okay.
But like once you get used to
don't
it, you
know.
I
learn
don't
to
know
like
about
it.
that. Yeah.
They must lip sync.
No, they don't.
But we haven't seen the movie, so we wouldn't know.
The band worked. I'm pretty sure the band worked with them to adjust it to their own vocal like ranges and stuff like that, and it turned out really nice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a really sweet film. If not just for the songs, watch it for the film itself.
Okay. But we digress. Dunphy, favorite ABBA song?
I'm basic white boy. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Oh, you gotta love
Yeah.
that song.
Shame.
But the problem is,
Do you want to tell the story about that song?
so
Uh-oh.
It's a story about the song.
Noah and I, plus another member of the team,
Team.
Daniel, we were
Team
skiing.
now.
No, we're not a team.
we're not-
None of
I-
this is teamwork, okay? This is a show where we have guests, and Daniel was a guest once. No team.
He's never been a guest.
He has been a guest when you weren't here, and you didn't listen to the episode, so you wouldn't
You know,
know.
I think we're all one happy family.
we're not.
Tension.
Anyway, sorry.
So we were skiing in a place called St. Anton in Austria, and we were at a bar. Well, no, it was more of a And an après-ski.
Après-ski. It was
Club,
total.
yeah.
It was like
It's
it was a
great.
total bar. It was
Underage
fantastic.
drinkers. I'm just
No,
saying.
not at all. Not at all.
Our glasses were filled with water.
It was all. What was it? Shivasa.
Shivasa. That's
Shivasa
actually,
is very good. It's like lemonade. It's
Shivasa
fantastic.
with a shot of vodka. But yeah, all legal.
But it was an après-ski place, and it was fantastic because there were so many people, and it was just completely chaotic, and all these other people, they got really drunk, and then they tried to ski down because we were on a slope.
Yes.
And watching all of these people ski down was so funny, and they were it was
I love
great.
how you love watching people getting hurt.
Yeah.
And it makes you look like Noah
You're a little
was
bit of
sitting
a
upstairs.
masochist.
No.
Noah was sitting
Sadist.
upstairs, and he's got his glass of Shivasa here in his hand, and he's looking out the window on the couch. He's like, ah! It was like watching an old British man just sitting like, oh yes.
No, it was quite funny because people would one person would piggyback on the other, and then they'd ski down, or they'd just literally run down the slope.
I mean, whatever.
It was very funny.
It's all fun and games till they catch their foot and straight down.
And I watched one person for 20 minutes trying to put on their skis. It was so hilarious. It was like fiddling and trying to knock the snow off, but then they'd step back in the snow.
That's a legit issue, though. Come on.
No, I know. I can't. I had a private instructor with me.
Oh yeah, this was your first time.
It was my first time
wasn't
skiing.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
And no, I had a private instructor who always helped me put on my skis,
Right,
so I
okay.
can't really say anything.
Oh,
So,
I must admit though, we did see one very funny Dutch guy,
oh yeah.
and he was a very funny guy. He didn't have.
Oh, that guy, the jeans guy.
Yeah, he was wearing really tight jeans. They were wet.
Oh.
No hair. No helmet. So his hair was really long hair as well.
Yeah.
For like a 40, 50-year-old guy.
Oh, no.
And he's great glasses on, and he was down the mountain, and all of a sudden he started running with his skis on uphill, and it just looked like something out. It looked like a really bad remake of what's that movie with the beach? Baywatch.
Baywatch.
On skis.
I've also never seen Baywatch, but
I've seen the new Baywatch.
is it good? Recommend it?
No.
Teenage boys like it
Oh my
for
god.
very bad reasons.
Oh, there are
Yeah,
reasons
yeah.
teenage girls would like it as well, but
Yeah,
I'm just
true.
saying.
yeah.
The Rocks, but who's the other guy
Zac
in it?
Efron.
Zac Efron.
Oh, of course
Very
you would
popular.
know, huh?
Oh my.
Why wouldn't I?
Oh.
Okay, but back to this ABBA story.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you want to explain?
Well, yeah, we heard it. It started playing, but it wasn't the ABBA
It
original.
was a remix.
It was a remix by the A.
I don't know. You like the remix. I don't like.
I like the remix.
I'm not a big fan of the remix.
It's by the
I
A
prefer
Star
the original.
Teens.
Okay.
And it's quite a good
But
song.
basically, what happened was I hadn't listened to ABBA in a very long time, and I got reinvigorated in my appreciation for ABBA. So I downloaded the entire album because we leave it the next day, and I played it while I was sitting on the airplane.
Yeah.
And then we got back, and then we were out with some friends, and then again we hear at another place we hear Dancing Queen, and then also Gimme Gimme again, and so
great.
ABBA's just going
Well,
everywhere.
it's because summer's coming. ABBA's the summer,
Yeah, but
situation.
in my life, I've never heard this much ABBA in public.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like
wow.
I felt like there's a bit of a social taboo with liking ABBA, I think.
Why?
I feel like people, because my mom gives me shit for liking ABBA.
Really?
Yeah, my mom's she hates ABBA.
Oh, no.
And she gives me shit. She's like, oh my God, no.
I love ABBA
It's like
songs.
us, especially boys in our generation, liking Blondie.
Oh, love Blondie.
Yeah, I
Blondie's
love
awesome.
Blondie
Love
as well.
Blondie.
Call me.
Yeah.
Another one.
Okay, moving on.
Sorry.
Quickly. Don't embarrass yourself.
I know.
We're live.
No, but Blondie, it's such a song, such a artist that we aren't seen
Yeah.
to like, but we love her. She's
I
great.
think the issue that my mom has with me liking ABBA is back in the day there was a big divide between the punkers and the disco people, and ABBA was quite poppy as well, but and so there was the punk people hated the disco people, and the disco people didn't like the punk people. My mom was a punk person,
Oh,
so she
no.
still has a general dislike because I like disco personally.
Oh, disco's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom hates disco, and I can never play it in the car.
Oh, no.
And she always gives me shit for it. So, what are you going to
That's a
do?
shame, though.
But point is, ABBA following us everywhere.
Oh, yeah, it was even at the Irish.
Okay, and we're back.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, no,
It happens all
I
the
just
time.
remembered it was also at the Irish bar.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about.
That's what you mean. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
So,
So since Alex has done this wonderful interruption,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna let you discuss the topic you want to discuss.
Oh,
no,
yes.
we still have half an hour to go. We wait 15 more minutes and then we'll.
No,
discuss.
this is a different topic that I
Calm
wanted
down.
to discuss.
Oh, that
to make
topic.
you both
Oh.
physically uncomfortable.
I won't be uncomfortable about it because
Uh-huh.
I have a older sibling and an older mom who openly discuss these things in the car.
Doesn't he also have this older sibling and an older
He doesn't.
mom?
Yeah, but apparently he gets very uncomfortable.
I don't get uncomfortable.
Okay,
I think it's
so
because I'm
the
partially
topic
European.
The topic at hand is
Actually, yeah.
periods.
And not school
Because
periods.
no, the female bleeding from your vagina.
Oh,
period.
that word.
that
I don't know.
was-
Oh,
that-
Why is that weird?
Yeah, it's a
I
bit
don't
of a-
understand.
It's almost like moist to some people. I'm perfectly fine with moist, but you know.
No,
Okay.
but it's just because every time like girls just casually talk about it, Dumphy.
because it's not
see
something
him,
you
like,
casually
seize
talk
up.
about.
Yes,
it's not,
it
I don't
is.
think it's something you casually talk
It's
about.
totally casual. You ask someone for a pad or a tampon.
Oh, this was actually
And
yeah. We
he
were
just can't
skiing
do
and
it.
we were looking. We were in the bathroom and then he saw a tampon. It was like not used or anything, just in packaging, and he freaked out.
No, I
Yeah.
wasn't. It was
You
because-
freaked
no,
out.
because
He freaked, and I was like,
No.
"Why do you need
No,
to
no,
freak
no,
out?
no,
What the
no.
fuck?"
It wasn't. I didn't freak out. What happened was it was my mum's bag, and like Daniel said, "Oh, do you have any nail clippers?" So I was like, "Oh, I'll have a quick look," and I was like, "Oh, wait, that's it's personal. It's like
It's like your brain froze up. Is what happened. It just had little panic
It was
moment.
too
Right, it's a
personal. I couldn't-
complete like
I couldn't.
sterile piece of like.
It's
I
just
know
cotton.
it is,
It's
but
just
I
cotton,
feel
man.
like it's very
Yeah.
personal to you, and I don't want to intrude. It's like, oh, that's your time. It's like
personal.
It's
to
your
have
time.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not there when they're using the thing. It's just there. It's just
Yeah.
I know, but it's like I don't want. To, it's like it's yours. Like it's like
It's
I don't
such
want
a
to touch
bizarre
it.
Yeah.
thing
It's
to be
like,
this uncomfortable
no,
about.
I'm not uncomfortable about
you're
it.
totally you're
100%
blushing. You're
uncomfortable.
sweating.
Y'all
You're so
can't
uncomfortable
see it, but
about
he's
it.
red in the face
Yeah.
right now.
I'm not uncomfortable. I just
You
I
are. You
think
can,
it's
don't
very
lie.
personal.
We're on hot air. This is a place of zero lying.
Truth bubble.
Truth bubble, Dunphy. Truth blanket fort.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not uncomfortable.
Are you really?
I think it's
Search
very
your feelings. You know it to be true.
I think it's very personal, and I think I just want to give them the space.
Give them their space.
Yep.
Okay, yep.
And yet you say all of this, but you have no problem blaming somebody's mood swings on a period.
I do
What do you
not.
think about that? When someone says if you're going through that.
Well, here's the thing. Like, most of the time, maybe even like 50, 60%, you're probably right. But the last thing a girl wants to hear when she's going through all of that is that exact statement.
Oh, okay.
And, like, personally, I don't get angry when I'm on my period. But, like, the first day of my period, I will cry at almost anything.
Aw.
Like, almost anything. I think I cried once because they didn't have salmon in the supermarket, and that's what I wanted to make.
What?
Or like I
Okay.
cried because a kitten was cute, and then once at a restaurant, my dad, as a joke, like named the piece of steak that I had, and I flat out couldn't eat it. I cried. It was
Really?
bad.
Wait,
Like,
did you? So you
I
didn't eat the
cried
steak at all?
No, I cried almost anything on the
Oh,
first day. Like that's
okay.
how I know I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
But
What a
like,
shitty thing. I think that's quite a not great experience is to have to go through that every month.
it's funny. I don't mind it. But like the last
It's
thing,
like
then when it's
just
happening,
breaking down in the supermarket. That's it's hilarious.
No, I know, but then the last thing when it's happening is if I'm crying, feeling upset, for someone to go, "Oh, you're on your period, aren't you?" Like
No.
that's not great.
Okay.
You know?
No, when you are like when anyone's upset at school, I will go give them a hug because it's like I couldn't imagine.
You gotta give them a
Yeah, I
hug.
couldn't
think that's
imagine
nice. I
being-
think giving people hugs
Imagine
is
if you're
fantastic.
upset. It's like the last
Get
thing
it?
you.
Well, sometimes if it's a person that you don't know very well, I'm like, why the fuck are you giving me a hug?
Yeah, true.
I don't know you. I
Yeah,
don't know what you
yeah.
are. I don't know what you're trying to gain out of this interaction here, right? But no,
Why are you so suspicious
Yeah.
of the world? What do you want from me?
Corona. Yeah, Corona.
Corona.
Corona. See, but so is there anything else you want to?
Yes,
Ask?
there's one other thing. I think men get like little man periods because
Okay.
every
Man-
month,
He's
no,
done.
every
He's
month
walking
there's
back.
a moment, there's like a little period of time where men are like so annoyingly emotional for no reason, and this is
Okay.
monthly. I've seen this.
Is it monthly? Is it is it cyclical?
Yes, I think so.
Really?
I genuinely think there's every month
With
men
who?
get their own
Can
little,
you
like,
name someone who you've experienced? it
Everybody.
with? Everyone.
100%.
Even with the
do think
people
so.
sitting under this blanket fort.
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
A
this
monthly-
one goes through mood swings all the time.
I do not.
But
He
is, but is that man periods or is it just mood swings?
I think it's a little bit of man period.
I
It's a little bit of man
Just a
period.
little bit.
I think it's a mix between being tired and the man flu.
Man flu.
There's a man flu, not a man period. Really?
What's a man
That's the
flu?
difference?
What
You
the
guys know what
fuck's
the
a-
man flu is?
What's man flu?
What's man flu?
What?
No, I don't know.
The man
Is
flu.
it like? Is this like mansplaining?
Yes.
You know, I got accused of mansplaining the other day by my sister.
Shame on you.
No, I freaked out and I
Dumpy mansplains all the time.
I got so upset.
About aviation.
No,
It's a very
I
complex
got
topic, people.
upset with my sister for calling like saying that I was a mansplainer. I got really upset with her because I was just explaining something.
So you're
and
on
she's
your
like,
man
"Noah,
period."
stop mansplaining." And I'm like, "Fuck you! I'm not mansplaining. I'm just explaining."
Man period.
So wait, what is mansplaining? If you could you
Well,
define it?
mansplaining is if you ask a guy for help for kind of just anything,
Mm-hmm.
you just need like help. You don't need them to be like, okay, sit down, feeble one, and let me show you how this works. Like I don't need you to fully
Okay,
explain
so it's like
the process.
condescending and then
Yeah, just tell me what I need to do. Full stop. I don't need you to like parent me on it.
Okay.
That's a mansplain.
Mansplain. I don't like that at all. I think
Wait, when do I mansplain?
You always mansplain.
How?
Anytime I ask you for work, you'll be like, "Oh, sit here and let me show you." And then you come and you see like you do this and you.
No,
do that.
I don't. I just type it on your laptop, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Hey."
type it on the laptop.
Yeah.
That's
Mansplain.
I get annoyed when people type stuff on my laptop.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Yeah, if they like move me, move aside and then
No, I
shove
don't.
in with their
He
shoulder.
doesn't move aside. He goes around.
No,
Oh, he goes around to go
I
around,
go the
huh?
arms over the top.
Arms
and
over,
then
but
type.
that's so
pervy. I
mansplaining.
think
That
that's
is
a bit
not
pervy too.
pervy.
I think it's a bit pervy.
If it was pervy,
over
then
the
say
top, over the top, done
It's
fee.
consensual.
Yeah.
Like I think it's okay because I know him. He's my friend.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna.
Like,
I'm
if
not
I
gonna
didn't
go up
know
to some
him.
random woman in.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me. Do you know how to log onto the internet in this cafe? Oh yeah. Let me show you. Reach over the top.
Over
yeah.
the top. Imagine that.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
Or
messed
I'll
up.
like move the laptop like that and just do it when I
But
sit
so
next
what's
to
the
you.
man flu?
The man flu is when a man gets the flu.
Apparently, in our chat, LazyMan25 says the man flu is real. So
Thank you.
there is some
Thank you,
there is
Lazy
some
Man.
backup here.
Somebody
No.
agrees.
No, the man flu is when a male gets the flu, like very small symptoms, but he's acting like he's gonna die. It's
That's
like
true.
it's really
When
bad.
men are sick, they're such babies.
I don't think that's true. You
They're
know.
such babies when they're sick.
Do you have any like specific examples of when that happens? When
I'm
You just
pointing a
type in the
dumpy
man
for
flu.
those who can't
Look,
see.
it's already
Man
here.
flu.
Man flu. The man flu is a phrase that refers to the idea that men, when they have a common cold, experience self-reported symptoms greater, severe, and yeah.
And then underneath in small letters it says AKA in terms of females, a cold.
Okay.
Aww. Yeah, the man flu is real.
The man flu is not
is-
real.
it is
Bullshit.
very real.
I don't.
And it's
Men
very
are babies
important.
when they're sick. They need to be taken care of.
No,
they
but
need
isn't
to
that
call
so
their
nice?
mommy.
Isn't that fantastic if you're sick and someone takes care
Man
of you?
flu. Man flu.
No, it's just nice. Like you know what my
I
dad,
think men
you know what
just
my
like
dad
being taken care
does
of.
is he makes me soup and he brings me a cup of coffee in bed and I'm
that's
just
nice.
like it's wonderful and yeah, it's great. Being sick can be kind of nice sometimes. Oh, you know what I had the other day? I took a Scandinavian day. You ever
that?
heard of this?
No, what's that?
It's a theory in Scandinavia where rather than going sick when you're really sick, you take a preemptive day when you're kind of starting to get sick.
Oh, it's
take
like-
the day,
yeah.
sleep a bunch, and like pretend like just do as if you're like just take a sick day.
Otherwise
and
known
then,
as skiving.
and skiving.
Taking a day
Skipping
of
school.
No, because it's not skipping a day of school.
Yeah, it
because
is.
because it's preemptive to stop you from getting worse.
Okay.
And they do it in Scandinavia. And in Scandinavia, it's so often used that overall in the rest of the world, they have a lower amount of sick days.
So how?
Because by just taking a day and recovering and stopping your entire body from like freaking out and getting overwhelmed, right? You are stopping yourself from taking 3 days off in a couple weeks, or 2 days or whatever, and then you're actually a net gain.
So you said in a couple of weeks. So this can be periods of time in advance.
Yes, it's like a preemptive day. So you feel as if, oh God, I feel this. I'm going to get worse. It's going to become a nightmare, right? And you take a preemptive day. You recover because then you're not taxing your body, so you can focus on its immune system and destroying the virus, and then you recover more.
You know what, Alex? We have a big media deadline due Monday,
Yes, that we do.
and I feel like I'm gonna get sick in a couple of weeks. So I'm gonna take a.
No, you guys are
Scandinavian
no.
day, yeah.
Scandinavian
No, it
day.
makes sense. It makes
It makes
sense.
sense.
No.
It's good.
It's a
I'm
legitimate
feeling a
never
bit
thing.
know.
I'm
You
feeling
never
a bit
know.
like little.
Tickle in my throat.
Little Scandinavian day.
Little
Corona.
Scandinavian.
It's like, sorry, I must have to go into quarantine.
Yeah. 4 weeks, man.
It's like, oh, I
shouldn't be
went
joking
over
about
over
this.
half term. I went to Wuhan. I don't think I'm feeling very
Yeah,
well.
it's just over the weekend, just quick trip. But
Just
no,
quick
I'm
trip to
not doing it.
Wuhan.
Oh, sorry. I just remembered something.
Yeah.
A very important detail about this corona case in Amsterdam.
Oh,
Apparently, it was a female who helped with finding lice.
see, if
at
it's a female, then we know it's not man flu. We know it's
We know it's
real.
serious.
It's not a man
no,
flu.
not
Well,
man
actually,
flu.
did you hear the first case they thought they had in the Netherlands turned out to be a guy who just had a serious
man flu.
hangover?
Yeah,
Yes.
That
Wait,
was
serious
man
hang-
flu. Serious hangover.
Oh,
and
that's.
everybody was panicking, but he was just hungover.
Imagine being the first person to get corona in a country.
That's
That's like
rough.
the worst. That's
That's
the
rough.
worst because you're famous, but then for the bad reason.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, but you're
No,
saying
the woman that caught it, apparently, as the rumor goes, according to some news page I read, is she was
fake news.
Fake
Sorry,
news,
what?
yeah.
No.
Who knows? It could be, but she was a lice checker at a school
Okay.
because there was an outbreak at her school
You know, we had license sixth form as well.
in sixth form.
There
Yeah,
was
there
license
was.
sixth form. I
That's
freaked
why all
out.
the girls were braiding their hair for like a week or so.
Wait, I
Oh,
thought
really?
it was in year 10.
Yeah, that's supposed. I don't know. I don't know what that does to
I don't know.
stop
Yeah,
the
me
nits,
neither.
but I was always told just braid your hair and you'll be fine.
Huh?
I,
Okay. Well,
Let's let it grab onto
there
Nits
was
don't like braids, okay?
for the listeners, there was a lice outbreak in our year group, and everyone kind of freaked out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know who had lice?
Probably this one who's blissfully aware.
Yes.
Unaware.
I do not have lice.
Not anymore. You don't.
You
never
pass
had
them all on.
You've never had lice?
No, I've had lice.
I've had lice.
I've never had lice.
I've had lice twice.
I've had.
I gave it
I
to
think
my
I've-
mum.
Oh, I did that to my mom as well, accidentally. Apparently, we were on holiday, and she woke up, and there was a dead lice on her little pillow next to her
that's so
when she
gross.
woke up in the morning. It was very nasty.
I can just picture your mum like,
Noah.
God damn it, lice again. But anyway, sorry, back to this.
No, yeah.
This fake news.
this woman was a lice checker at her school, which means she's touched a bunch of kids.
She touched kids. That's
Wait,
not
that
okay.
means she's
Oh.
past
Not in any society. We can't touch
But
kids.
if you
commonly frowned upon.
Yes.
5-second timeout for you, mister, for that comment. Oh no. So she's been handling around
Handling children. Yes, okay. Sorry.
She's been in communicado with children.
I don't know if that's better, man.
I don't know. Alex, you say it.
So she was around children,
Thank you.
Okay.
With this disease in a
meaning
school.
she could have passed them on to the children. Who could have passed them on to her parents?
Yes.
Could have passed them on
She
to
could
their
have passed on
parents.
a disease to the
Could have passed
children.
them on to their parents.
And these kids take public transport.
Could pass them on to the strangers.
Oh my god. What if I'm like ill?
So what?
You know, I was at the station yesterday. There was a homeless person there, and he asked me for a cup of coffee. So I was like, I don't have any cash, and he was like, oh no, it's okay, you can pin, and I walk with you. And I was like, oh, you got me, god
No,
damn it.
thank you.
No, but I did. I got him a cup of coffee.
What?
Are you kidding me, Noah?
Yeah, why not? He's not as fortunate as I am. I felt generous. I was like, I'm drinking my Starbucks here. I will get you. I will go because I was outside the thing. I go to this other place and get you a nice cup of coffee. And so I did. And then he shook my hand afterwards. And of course I wasn't gonna refuse the handshake, but it freaked me out because I was like, what if I get corona now?
I can
You know
just
what
picture
would freak you
Noah
out more?
holding his hand with his other hand, like it held
like,
up,
yeah.
and he's just running to the nearest restroom.
It's like, yeah, but I freaked out, and I wasn't gonna say no to this guy.
You should have just done fist bump.
Fist bump.
Yeah.
No, but then I still had the contact. It's
No,
still
but
there.
it's less contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
And
it
it's
matters.
also the non-touchy service.
Oh, what do you think about this? So I got him a cup of coffee,
Mm.
and he had a little coffee card with like stamps on it, and he collected the stamp for my coffee, for the coffee that I got him. What do you think about that?
That's completely fine.
I was
that's
kind of grumpy about it.
Why?
Why?
I was
He's
like,
a homeless
because
guy.
you know
Give him
he
a break.
he
Wait,
pulled it out.
so you'll buy him a cup of coffee, but he can't get a stamp. on
No,
a piece
but
of card.
obviously I gave him. He got the stamp. But why is he assuming I don't want the stamp? Why does he take the presumption that I don't want the stamp for the cup
Because
of
you
coffee?
have enough money to buy the coffee. He
Yeah,
doesn't.
but I still like free coffees. I'm just saying. I think it's a bit presumptuous of the guy. I wasn't going to take the stamp, and I was also going to just let him have the stamp. But just in general, I think it was a bit presumptuous of him to just pull out his little stamp card.
Well,
And it was also quite full. So I feel like I was kind of a sucker, and I got suckered into getting him a cup of coffee, and everyone just does it for him.
yeah, well, you were that anyways.
I'm like,
Why don't you just call him Coffee Guy Joe?
Coffee Guy Joe. What do you mean?
That's his name.
Oh, that's his name, Coffee Guy. Well, Coffee Guy Joe. But a very nice guy. I shook his
You
hand.
didn't
He
get
was.
the joke. Cotton Eye Joe.
Was that the
Was
joke?
that the joke? Was that? Oh, I thought he was making a
I
funny
just thought of
reference,
Joe
but
the
he wasn't.
Juice.
No, I was thinking.
Guy.
No, I was thinking Joe because it's a cup of Joe. Coffee Guy Joe.
Okay,
Yeah.
clearly we were all on different lines.
Just not
Shivers.
following anymore. Okay, but wait. So would you have given this guy a cup of coffee?
No.
If you would have said to him, "Oh, sorry, I don't have any cash," and he says, "No, I'll walk with you," what would
I
you
happen
say?
to be a small, young teenage girl. I'm gonna say no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
you're looking
walking
at it from
anywhere
that
with
view?
anybody.
That perspective.
Oh,
Okay.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah. What if you were with a parent or something?
Well, then I'd let my parent deal with it.
Oh, you just like take a
It's
step
their
back.
problem now.
Yeah. Dunphy?
Okay.
He's
you
not
said
a small young teenager.
I know he's not. You can't pull that excuse.
I'm one for
He's a
giving
pretty.
to charity.
You're one to giving for charity.
Definitely.
Are you really,
I believe
though?
in that.
I don't know.
I am. I love the RSPCA.
Okay.
Love the RSPCA.
Okay.
No, but the issue I have.
What's the
with,
RSPCA? Like
the
It's an animal shelter.
animal shelter in Australia.
I was- okay.
It's also
Oh, they have in the
it's
US
also in the
as well.
United States of America, which you don't know as
I've
a
never
true
lived.
American.
I've never lived in
Clearly,
America.
he's never donated.
You know, 80%.
No,
of
I haven't. I
Americans
haven't
know about
donated.
the
I just buy
RSPCA.
people coffee. That's what I do. I buy people coffee.
So you never
Making the world
donate
better
charity.
one coffee at a time.
Exactly.
Oh my.
You know, I probably made his day. He had a nice cup of coffee. He said, "Can I get a cup
Yeah,
of
he was
coffee?"
probably sitting there being, I can't believe I conned that fucker into that.
You really think
smiling
so?
at
Do you
that.
think you think he felt that way?
Probably.
I think he feels like, oh, what a nice guy. Gave me a cup of coffee. Got me a cup of coffee.
Anyways, Stumpy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
talk about
yeah.
dead air. Come
Brain
on, you
fart.
gotta keep. You
I
gotta
forgot
going.
we were talking about that. I had like a brain fart. No. So
Okay, yeah.
If I said, "Oh, sorry, I don't have any cash,"
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, "You can pin," Nah.
No.
That is not okay.
Okay, why?
I just because it's
I feel like I got. I
Yeah,
feel like a gotcha moment
that was-
when he says, I can walk with you.
you're doing him a favor.
Yeah.
He can easily help him. He can find someone else. He can do something. He can do something with his life. He can.
Do so.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
No, he can't.
Not necessarily
People
true.
can break this cycle.
Well, I also
Okay,
don't like
okay.
giving them money because what if they just spend it on drugs? And
No, but that's why I bought him a cup of coffee. That's why I generally don't
okay.
give people money. I either
Yeah.
give them food or I buy them
Yeah,
a
exactly.
drink. But
They can break the cycle, Noah.
okay, we're not going to discuss
We
this.
had a huge
We've had
argument
a
about
huge
the-
debate about poverty cycles and wealth taxes the other day. We're not going to redo it on the air.
Noah and I are like yin and yang over this.
Well, it's not
Except
even.
I'm
I'm not even like whatever that opposite of you. You're just quite, economically right wing. I'm more of just a moderate.
No, don't even
Left
say
person.
that. I'm just this great angel, and you're the
I'm
fucking
just a
bad
moderate.
guy.
No,
I am
you're
entitled
the
to my
fucking
view.
bad guy.
I'm entitled to my view, and I stand by it. And I'm very happy with my view.
All right, that's fair. That's
And
fine.
so
You are entitled to your view. I will not deny you that.
And
I think it's
also,
the wrong
it is
view.
sho-
I
it
think
is
it's the
showing
wrong
that
view.
millennials and what did you call Noah today?
Gen Z.
Gen Z
Z.
teen, people tend to have more left-wing views between the ages of 16 and 24, and then they become more right-wing slowly.
All right,
Because
that's perfectly possible.
Yeah, it is.
But
So I'm happy with
doesn't
my
mean that doesn't mean that.
Viewers, at times like this, it's best just to not get involved.
Yes, I agree. Let's move on. Moving on.
Shaking.
Shaking. Moving on. Okay, we're at the favorite part of the show. Your favorite part of the show. Something
Yes.
that we brought you on the show for.
Exactly.
Partially.
Because I think it's a masterpiece.
Because you think it's a masterpiece. What are we reviewing?
It's the show The Dark Crystal, originally a movie by Jim Henson. He's
Okay,
the same
yeah.
person who made The Muppets, and this is his daughter Lisa Henson who directed and produced this one, I believe, with Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with the movie itself was that they had this entire world that they created, and they tried to fit it into like an hour-long movie, and it just didn't
Only
work.
an hour, really?
Something
Because
like
I haven't seen the movie. I've seen the show, but I haven't seen the
it's
movie.
like a normal movie like amount of time, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just so confusing because there's so many loopholes and things that they really didn't think through. And the
Okay.
artistry of it is great, but I mean they literally waste 3 minutes on an eating scene with the like big scary bird characters, the Skeksis,
Skeksis.
and like the development just wasn't there. So with this show, they've tried to space it out into I think it's gonna be 3 seasons. So we've got the
3 seasons.
We've got the Age of Resistance now, and then there's gonna be the 2 other ones.
We'll be sure to review the other ones as well. We'll have to make Dunphy watch all of it.
But so now this one, the story spread out a bit, and some will argue that it's slow, but I think it needs to be slow in order to introduce the entire world.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if you look at The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings,
I don't think The Lord of the Rings is slow at all.
I think it's very slow. I think they spend the
Have you
first
seen the
half
movie?
of
Have you seen the movies?
Yes, I have. But I think they spend the first half of the movie introducing the world, which is what you need
Yeah,
to do.
okay,
You know?
okay.
It's necessary. But I think the best part about this show is the artistry and the puppetry and the way
Yes,
it's made, because
I
that is
agree.
a
Oh my, you've got to be.
I completely
that is
agree.
a skill that is so
Yeah.
not used anymore, and it's something we've been doing since like the sort of the 14th century,
Mm.
you know, and I think it's a beautiful thing. And the way they've done it is masterful, because I personally really don't like CGI.
Okay, I agree with you. I'm
So,
not
yeah.
big on CG personally.
I think characters
Star
made
Wars,
with,
for
no,
example?
Don't
Star
look at me
Wars-
like that. Characters made with CG, they just don't have the same weight and
I
reality
agree.
to them. That,
Like if you take
real
Star Wars, the
effects
original
do.
ones, the practical effects in that
They're
movie,
gorgeous.
they're
It's
fantastic.
amazing. It
It's
just adds
awesome.
to the
Yeah.
feel of it.
Now Dunphy's been like face
Dunphy's
palming
slowly
and
dying in the
yeah.
corner.
And he obviously wants to say something. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to let him say anything.
So-
We're going to move on about the good parts of the show. No.
Refuting Alex's point that puppetry isn't used that much.
Yeah.
If you look at countries like Thailand, a lot of Asian countries and many African countries, they still
But
use
do they matter? No.
They
Does
Whoa.
Netflix like
Whoa.
them?
Does Netflix like
No.
Are they America, though?
Puppetry is
No.
still used
Yes,
quite
but
heavily.
not in film.
Not in film, however.
Not in
they
mainstream
don't-
media,
yeah,
not in
ma-
Hollywood.
Okay.
And that's our media. That's the media we
That's
consume.
the one we're
we don't
talking
consume
about.
media in Thailand. We consume media in Europe and
No,
in America.
I consume media in Thailand.
Do you really?
Yeah, but
do.
when?
When I went, visited
When
Thailand.
I went to Thailand.
yeah.
We're not in Thailand.
Yeah, we're
Also-
exactly. Where do you
also-
live,
We're
man?
making.
Holland.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't watch any Dutch TV.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I only watch
Because that's
one-
TV.
I only-
But
I don't even watch
no, but
mainstream
we're-
Hollywood
we're
TV
in
shows right now.
Western, We're in the Western culture.
You know what?
Comes
You
to-
know what TV show I'm watching right now? Greatest TV show ever made. Blue Heelers, a 1990s Australian
Oh my
TV show about police.
Okay,
cops
well,
Great,
in a
moving
country.
on.
Back to the
topic at
topic.
hand.
Going back, it is the worst TV show I have ever seen. I only watched 15 minutes of it, and I couldn't watch the rest.
So then you're not qualified
You're
to
not
talk
qualified.
about
I
it.
am qualified to talk about it
No.
because I read Spark Notes and then I continued.
You Sparks Notes.
I
it.
Spark
This
Notes.
read
Sparks
Spark
Notes.
Notes.
Now, can I just say, Jurassic Park, the original had better movements of their dinosaurs than these goddamn puppets.
Jurassic Park is a pretty awesome film.
No,
May
like the
I just say-
Velociraptors.
Yes, but those are mechanical.
Exactly. Puppets.
This is puppetry. That's the whole
The
point of it.
mouths don't even move at the same time they speak.
But that's the whole point of puppetry. It's like the Muppets.
Okay, I'm one of those.
Do you like the Muppets?
No.
I love the Muppets.
Oh, I always thought Elmo. No, it's not the Muppets, but Elmo always freaked me out. So
Oh,
I was
from
never
Sesame
like.
Street?
Yeah,
I was never into
crazy
I was
about
never
the
into
puppets,
Sesame
but
Street.
this was the one thing that I really, really liked.
You know what really annoyed me about Sesame Street? Cookie Monster never ate his cookies
Yeah.
Oh,
No, he never
okay.
did.
because they came out the side of his mouth.
Oh, okay. Anyway, back to the show. The show.
I-
You watched 15 minutes and then you gave up.
and then I kind of like fast forwarded and like looked at all of it.
Oh, you don't get to talk about the show.
Yeah. No.
I
You don't get
do.
to talk
I
about
know
the
all
show.
the I know that there actually some really good what's his name out of 22 Jump Street's in it. There's a good cast.
I don't know the
Yeah,
cast.
it's
I
a
didn't
very,
look at the
very
cast.
good
It's a very
cast.
good cast. Like,
Okay.
I
I was just immersed. I was just immersed in the show.
Luke Skywalker. Is,
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, he's voicing one of them. I'm pretty sure.
Which one was he?
I can
Google
look
it.
up the
I gotta
cast.
know. Mark Hamill does really good voice acting. by
Yeah,
the
no,
way.
but
He's
it's
a very
a really
good voice
strong
actor.
cast of voice actors. Like, if you've seen Kingsman.
I've seen part one.
Okay, well, yeah, the main guy,
Okay.
Eggsy,
I haven't seen one.
He's in it.
the main character, he's in it.
Okay.
Yeah, see, he's
Yeah,
the first
it's
guy.
a very
Is Mark
impressive
Hamill there?
cast.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's
Yeah.
right there.
Which one is he?
He's Skektek.
Skektek. Oh my god!
Skektek.
Yes, now I recognize it.
Oh, I
Okay.
love that.
But so I to respond.
Eddie Izzard's in it?
Okay.
Oh, the girl from Outlander's in it, too.
Oh.
She's Tavra.
So
Oh, and Alicia Vikander.
this is all-star cast.
Theo James.
But
Toby Jones.
Toby Jones.
I'm
Another-
telling
another
you,
Star
this is
Wars.
like a passion project of Hollywood.
Yes,
It's been going for years.
I think it's amazing. First two episodes, it kind of freaked me out, the puppets, but then I got used to it.
Yeah, you do have to get used to it.
You got to get used to it.
The
But,
Skeksis
the
are scary.
Skeksis are scary,
I
man.
love that, though.
Oh, and also how they have like the liquidy goo things, like the
Yes,
snot
the
and stuff.
snot coming
Oh my
out.
god.
But that's it. That's
Yes.
it's toe curling. You don't want to watch it,
And
but
yeah,
you can't look
you
away.
can't
That's
exactly.
the best part.
It's fantastic. So I think personally, I think you should have given it more of a shot. Personally,
I think
I
Dumpy's
think
a bit close-minded.
watching 15 minutes and then giving up. No way.
but to be fair, the show is totally one of those you love it or you hate it.
I
kind of
don't know.
things. There's
Yep.
really no in between.
There's someone that doesn't watch any sci-fi.
It's not sci-fi, bud.
It's fantasy.
It's fantasy,
yeah.
sci-fi.
It's not sci-fi.
It's not
There's no
sci-fi.
science.
There's no science to
Yeah,
that.
there's a crystal. There's like all this stuff.
Science
That
or
is-
not?
no
No.
science.
Okay, fantasy. Definitely, I hate fantasy.
You hate Lord of the Rings even?
I've never seen
This
Lord of the
bitch
Rings.
is
I've
like
never
film
seen
is
The
a
Hobbit.
gun.
Name any other fantasy, and I'll tell you I've never seen it. Go on, name one.
Like Narnia?
No,
Star
never,
Wars?
never.
Star Wars isn't fantasy.
Never seen.
Star
Never.
Wars is fantasy sci-fi.
It's
Never
like,
seen it.
It's
I don't know. Fantasy I associate with like
subgenres.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
No. Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't watch it.
You can't watch it.
So
Bummer, man. Bummer.
Alex will have to come back for season 2, and I'll just have to sit in the corner.
You have to sit in
and,
the
like,
corner.
They'll
Maybe
just
whistle
grow
something.
mushrooms and
No.
do
Or I can
thing.
compare it to a great show, like
Okay.
Blue Healers.
Yes. But to go over the show really quick, because we have 8 minutes left.
Yes.
About, or like 7 minutes.
8 minutes on this.
Who is your favorite character?
I'd probably say Bria.
Oh, really?
I really like her because I like how she kind of goes from this entitled princess to really sort of
Yeah,
dedicating
yeah.
herself and having to even fight with
And she
her
was
sisters.
she was the person who was in the library originally, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
She's
so
the
but
princess.
Fuzzy
The
was
one
her
that
name.
princess.
falls in front of the thing.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's what I mean. She goes from being this sort of feeble, naive person to really fighting
Okay,
for the
so you like
cause
the
that she
development
likes.
like that.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. I personally, I think one of my favorite ones was that crazy Skeksis that lives in the tower who was a good guy.
Oh, yes.
I love that guy.
Yeah, what's his name?
I forgot his name, but he's really cool.
He's played by the main character Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ah.
Wasn't it Jake Peralta.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought he was fantastic,
Yeah,
and I
he's
love the way
great.
they were like doing plays and all this stuff.
I
It was
know,
hilarious.
it's so
I really
funny.
enjoyed it.
Yes.
The one thing that I didn't like is, firstly, I was expecting the show to come to an end at the end. I thought they'd set it up, and I thought it was going to
of
be at
course
the
not.
end.
If you'd seen the movie, though, you would have kind of expected it not
Yeah,
to be that way.
so that was a shock. I was like, oh, finally I got to finish the show. I got to watch. I had set time aside. I'm going to watch the season finale. I'm going to finish it. It'll be
Oh, no.
fantastic. And no, there's
No.
more, which
No,
is
no.
exciting, but also disappointing at the same time. And the one person, and I remember her name, Celadon.
Oh,
I hate
Celadon's
her
so annoying.
much.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
the worst fucking character.
I know.
And also
oh my goodness.
how they're just so accepting of her when she turns back.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, you have siblings, so I'm sure you can understand a sibling bond to an extent.
Not,
but I know
not to the
she's
extent where
so
she causes
annoying.
the death of the mom.
Yes, that's
And then
true.
it's like, no, it's okay. We're all friends
It's
again.
Bria's fault.
Yeah,
Okay. All right,
I know,
bitch.
I know. And then also like she dresses like one of the Skeksis, right? She then joins their little like clique.
Yeah.
And then she gets kicked out. And then she's like, oh no, now I'm so sorry. And then even in the prison, she still says it's her fault. And then she just gets accepted back in. That's one of the main things that really annoyed me about the show.
Yeah, no, I think Celadon was a very irritating character, but I think it's also impressive they can create a character
Yeah.
that generates that much hate.
It's like Joffrey, I guess.
Yeah, or
But, like,
oh,
but the
what's her
redemption
face?
arc
the
was-
pink one from
Harry Potter, yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't create characters like that for no reason. That's
Yeah,
impressive in
But
itself.
I think that's good, and I can understand how they have bad like characters like that. But the redemption wasn't any good.
No,
I
that's
think they
true.
should have just like killed her or done some crazy shit.
Well, you never know. They have a whole other season to do something to her.
No, but now she's like back in. She's all friendly and everything. Oh, maybe they're just like being all backstabby
Although
and
I was
hiding it.
sad that the middle sister Tavra died.
Oh
I
yeah,
liked her.
okay. She was cool.
Yeah.
But overall, what did you think of like the combat in like the fight scenes with like puppets?
Yeah, I think for what they could do with puppets, they did it well.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is still a puppet,
Yeah.
So you've got to be lenient with that to an extent.
I don't know. For some reason, firstly, I thought the puppetry was amazing,
It
and I have
was.
no idea. Do you know how they like control them at all? With,
Yes.
Like,
So the puppets, it's the kind of classical sticks on the arms and legs,
Okay.
and then like a body, that sort of thing. And then for the actual Skeksis, there were actual people in the puppets, I believe.
really? Oh,
Well,
so
'cause
there were
they're
humans.
huge. They're bigger than humans. That's how big
No
they are.
way.
And then you'd have this sort of like platform underneath the stage
Mm-hmm.
where the puppeteers would be hiding, and they would kind of be doing everything above that.
Jesus.
So I think there's one scene that Netflix did remove, but if you look carefully, you can see a puppeteer's head. But
Okay.
other than that, it was so seamlessly done that I
think that's. But is for watching the show,
Mm.
right? Ignoring the puppetry, do you still think that the plot and everything on its own still makes it a good show, or is it the puppetry that makes it such a good show and the art direction?
I think the plot is mediocre to good, but it's the artisticness behind it that's what really kind of pushes it forward.
And of the character design, what's your favorite? Like not as a character, but as design.
Skeksis, 100%.
Really, the Skeksis?
I think
Any
that they can make
particular one?
something- which
Because they're all so iconic. I think they're all very iconic in the way that they
I
look.
think the one with I can't remember the name, but the one with the like goo coming out and all that.
Oh, that one. Oh, I
It's
hate that one. I
just-
think it's really disturbing.
Yeah, but something that's gross and horrible to look at that they can
okay.
just make that.
I think
I love it.
I really like Skektek.
Skektek's
As a
cool.
design, I think that's fantastic. And also, I really like the way the Emperor looks.
Yeah, the Emperor's cool.
And
He's
also the
cool.
way, this kind of sounds weird, but his tongue looks so funky. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And how they like, I wonder how they control that too. It's
Oh
insane.
wait, no, you know what? It's the Hunter Skeksis.
Oh,
He's so
yeah.
badass.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think of Chamberlain, though?
Chamberlain-
Like
I
the,
love
the
Chamberlain.
sneaky, backstabby.
I love all the times he goes, I think it's great.
Yeah, okay. So
He's great.
you think he's great? Even like all, I think what's so fucked is like those little guys that had their mouth tied up.
Oh, I know.
You know
that
those?
was
Oh,
horrible.
it's horrible.
Oh.
And so basically, they have these little like basically slaves.
Yeah.
And their mouths are sewed
Their
up,
mouths are being sewn shut.
and they can't say anything. And then Chamberlain
horrible.
promises them freedom, and then he doesn't.
I
Like,
know, then he kills them.
I know, and
or he kills one of them, I think.
Or no, I think Skektek kills them.
Yes,
Because they
yeah,
try to
yeah.
revolt, and then Skektek kills
yeah,
both of them.
I feel so freaking
Oh,
bad
those-
for them.
I know, and they're so sad. Would you know where they came from?
I'm not sure, actually. I just think
They
they were
just
another,
kinda-
like,
yeah,
creature
okay.
in the world. Oh, I also love the podlings. The podlings are so
The
cute.
podlings are very cute. Actually, I just thought of my favorite design. No, what's her name? The main lady.
Almodra?
No, not the Almodra. The big lady, like the who embodies Thrall.
Oh, the
what's her
mother,
name? The mother something.
Oh, wait, I should know this. Oh, I completely
Anyway,
forgot.
but her design,
Yes, yeah.
because that's really cool. She's like a really old lady with like a goat's horn, and like
She's
her
got
eye
a
pops
beard
out.
and one eye.
Oh, it's really like
and she
real
looks
funky.
like she's on her last legs, but she's
exactly,
like the
but
biggest
she's still
badass
kicking ass.
bitch.
Yeah, it's like
Fuck yeah.
amazing.
She's great.
Okay,
Dumpy's
well,
literally Googling the show as we speak.
is he
by the way.
really? Oh, that's
No,
really
I'm
sad.
looking at the mistake.
What mistake?
Oh,
Oh,
apparently
the
you can see
puppeteer's
Jim's
head.
head.
Yeah, yeah.
Where? I can't
Right
see
there.
it.
You
Where?
can see his hair.
Okay. Well, that
really bad.
we're
That
at,
fluff
we're
is-
at our time limit today. That's it. I feel like that went quite quickly.
Yeah, it did.
Thank you for being on the show.
That was really
It
fun.
was really fun. highly recommend watching The Dark Crystal.
Very much so.
I really don't recommend it.
I highly recommend. Give it a shot. Watch
Yeah.
1 or 2 episodes.
See how you feel.
See how you
because you'll
feel.
either love it or you hate it.
Yeah,
But it's a great
You gotta
show.
appreciate it for what it is, and also you gotta appreciate the kind of the grossness of it.
Yes,
sometimes.
yeah.
Now,
Especially with the Skeksis.
Since Noah decided to throw me under the bus this weekend, I'm gonna make him watch a great movie.
I'm gonna say no.
Yes, Netflix. Too bad.
What is it?
Mr. Michael recommended it yesterday.
Oh, the
30 seconds.
We've got it. Don't worry.
If you don't tell the listeners, they won't do it.
The Ballad
bags.
of Buster Scruggs.
Is it a movie?
Yes, but it's short films in a big movie. Watch it.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. We'll watch it. We'll discuss it next week. Goodbye.
Ciao, ciao,
Bye.
Arrivederci.